welcome to another episode of Coffee with Krystle. This morning I have Ryan Sims.
Hi.
How are you?
I couldn't be better if there were two of me. I don't know what that means, but I heard somebody say it and I liked it.
Yeah, so the first thing you said to us was your truck stop down the street is amazing.
It's awesome. I got this Mag hat. This hat right here, $7.95. I got a Def Leppard one too. And there was a deal for two of them.
Did you at least eat their breakfast?
No, but I'm going to have lunch when I leave here.
Okay, well you have
Should
to
I have breakfast for lunch?
You should have their
Some
breakfast.
lunch? Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, if you're not feeling it, it's cool.
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm starving.
Okay.
I haven't even had breakfast yet. I did one this morning, about 4 hours from here, then I came straight here.
Well, it's awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about Ryan. Where are you from? How did all this start?
This started when I was 3, if you want to go way back. When I was a kid and I listened to music, I heard it. I think I maybe experienced it different than definitely most kids, but probably most people, because I paid attention to like even the little vibrations in people's voices, and it just really struck me how neat music was. And that's what I wanted to do. So my grandmother brought me a 3-string acoustic guitar from the Salvation Army, and I would use the vacuum as a microphone, stand up behind the vacuum. And it got like some hay twine and tied it on as a strap, and I would just strum that thing, and I'd be like, you know what song it is? And they would have to guess, and if they guessed wrong, I was mad, because like I was dead on, I could hear it.
Or you thought you were dead on.
No, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. But that was my B-tar, and that was it, man. That was it for me. I just knew that music was my thing, and when I was 10, I got a real guitar and started learning, but yeah, I never wanted to do anything else.
So there was no other passion in your life but music?
There's still not.
That's good, then at least you know you're on the right track.
Yeah, I definitely am.
So when did you literally get out there and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do?
Oh, man. Probably when I was like 19 years old.
Right.
I graduated high school, screwed around for like a year, and then started playing music for a living. Like really focused, and I did the cover band thing for a long time, and it paid the bills, and it actually paid really well. But when I decided that I was going to make a run for the brass ring, so to speak, it was several years ago, and I was lucky enough to get a label called Hive Records, and they're independent, but they're amazing. The owner actually owns several radio stations and television stations, so that was like, I can get on the radio, no problem.
Right.
But, getting to the level I'm at now has taken a lot. And in fact, like, it's funny because you ask, when you're going through the ranks, you ask the people ahead of you, like, what's the secret? How do you get there? What's the secret? And everybody will say, there's no secret, I don't know, there's no set path, there's nothing I can tell you. That's bull. There's absolutely things that you can do that are good for you and will get you there faster. So if anybody's watching this and they want to know the tricks, call me, I will tell you. I guess they didn't tell me because I'd be competition.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with the world, is that people are so afraid of what the other person's capable of.
Yeah.
Almost like an insecurity thing. It's like, well, I'm not going to tell them the secret, because all of a sudden that becomes competition.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel it is. I really didn't think about that till now. I'm like, these jerks, they knew exactly what I should do.
So don't be like them.
I won't. I just offered it to the world.
Especially now with social media and everything, you could literally sell yourself.
Yeah, it's a global economy. It's a global world. I mean, there's no country lines or state lines anymore.
Right. So who were your idols growing up?
Idols, definitely James Taylor and Johnny Cash, Leonard Skinner, Metallica, Green Day.
Wow, all over the map.
I love it. I mean, people are like, I listen to everything. No, you don't. And I don't listen to everything, but I find something I like in most things.
Right.
So
I was reading your bio, because I always like to, read up on whoever my guests are, and something really interesting stuck out.
Oh, God.
They're calling you like a Taylor Swift.
I heard about that.
Dude, I mean, it's your bio. Like, it's on your website.
I think what happened was, God, I gotta stop opening. I gotta stop signing off on these before I read them. Somebody could really take advantage of me. I think what happened was this album that I put out is called My Side of the Story, and it's 2 weeks before I went in to record this record. Found out that the love of my life was having an affair with one of my buddies, and it broke my heart, but it also motivated me, so I threw away the songs I was slated to record and wrote a new batch, and it's the batch that has gotten me on the radio, has gotten me so much further than I've ever been, so it ended up being a very strange blessing. God's funny like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Probably that Taylor Swift parallel is drawn because this album is specifically a relationship-driven, breakup-driven album. So
Yeah, so you're the person that will write songs after a breakup.
for sure.
That's why you're Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and it's not even like I want to. It's just like that's how I get over it, you know.
Right. You
know?
just go into your career. That's kind of like how I do. Like I went through a similar thing, and it was a matter of what's most important in my life right now.
Doesn't it drive
my
you?
career.
You know?
Of course.
I hate
it's
it.
like I'm gonna show you what you just lost.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to hear me on the radio singing songs about you.
So, are you currently based in Nashville, or are you still back at home in Arizona?
I'm in Arizona, and once again, that's a great thing about social media and whatnot. I can go to Nashville whenever I want, and I do spend a lot of time there.
Right.
But since social media is such a great platform to sell yourself, you don't have to be in one place anymore.
Right.
People told me forever that I would never make it out of Arizona. You gotta move. And, you know, I'd made myself such a big fish in a small pond that I did not want to go be a freaking guppy in the ocean in Nashville because I'd have to start all over. So I stuck to my guns and it worked out.
So, do you have that desire to move to Nashville, though?
I probably will end up splitting my time, you know,
Right.
rent a condo there to spend time because as things get bigger, the industry's there, so you have to be there at some point. And I do love Nashville, but I hate cold and I hate humidity because in Arizona we don't get either. So hopefully I just spend the good months there. But you know, I'll do anything at this point. I'm so hungry to reach the next level that whatever it takes.
Right. Yeah. See, I'm a Florida girl, and I always said I would never move to the cold.
No.
Here I am in Pennsylvania.
You got a job offer. and
Exactly.
here you
It's like you have to do what you have to do. So tell us a little bit more about the songs on your album.
are. There's a couple that were written previous to me recording them, but 5 out of the 7 were brand new. Like I said, it all stemmed from a pretty bad situation, but like there's a song called Getaway. It's about hitting the road, little blacktop therapy. There's a song called Black and Blue, which is my favorite song on the record. Maybe I'll play it for you guys in a little bit, but the song's about how sometimes emotional scars last a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what else we got. Oh, American Things, which is actually my song that's charting right now, and actually just reached the top 80. Boom.
I did watch that one. That's the bowling, like you're in the
Yeah,
bowling lanes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I love bowling, so it kind of it stuck out like
Where
a
the
sore
guy
thumb.
shot at me with a 45 on the buffalo.
Yeah.
If a man on a buffalo says, "Put this in your mouth," just know something's coming. You know.
If any man tells me to put it in my mouth,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm having to question this.
You got me there. But yeah, that song was funny. We had an idea for a video, but we needed a song to fit the idea for the video. I had this idea. I want to go on a road trip. I want to get like guerrilla style, bring a cameraman and a very skeleton crew, and hit the road. But like I didn't have a song for it, so that's why I wrote American Things. And yeah, it turned out to be my favorite video I've ever shot. I got to blast shooting that. I want to do it again. American Things Part 2.
Hey,
Better start
2.0.
writing it. Yeah, exactly. There's a song called Tragedy on there. Yeah, another breakup song. It's kind of about how our picture of love is based on what we see in Disney cartoons as a child.
Very
And
true.
It's so off. I wish they'd make a realistic Disney movie. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it
but
wouldn't be
then it
interesting.
wouldn't be interesting.
Yeah.
Because everything has to be fairy tales. Like around here, they always say, "I love unicorns." They're like, it's not real, right? I was like, you know what? Life is hard enough. Let me believe into something. Let me
Exactly.
believe in something.
Yeah, people are like, Bigfoot's not real. Why do you believe in it? And I say, well, because it's more fun to believe he is. Like,
Right.
I'd rather there be aliens than Bigfoot any day because it's a better world for it, you know?
I mean, they're probably less evil than people.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that.
So tell us, like, being in country music right now, who are some of the people that you've met that have actually helped you through the journey?
Phil Vassar has been very good to me. Honestly, country's a little bit closed ranks. I've opened up for a lot of guys that are way bigger than me, and they don't really want to help out a lot.
Because you're competition.
Yeah, and I don't work for their label. Delta Ray is a band that I really love, and the guitar player for Lady Antebellum, Slim, he recorded the record with me, and he's helped me immensely. He's a
Right.
founding member of the band, and he and I became we met, and like 10 minutes later, it's like, we best friends now? I think so. So, guys like that. Brett Michaels has helped me out.
Really?
yeah, interesting story about that guy. I didn't even know him, and he called me out of the blue just to say that he really liked the album that I'd made with my rock band Easton Ash. And I was like, come on, this isn't Bret Michaels. But you hear his voice, like, that's definitely Bret Michaels. And I asked him what I should do with my career. And he said, well, I got some friends working on a TV show with Simon Cowell called X Factor. You should do that. And I was like, sweet, can you give me a leg up? And he's like, nope.
No, but you can go.
You can go try out. So me and my mom sat in the line in Seattle for 4 hours just to get a tryout ticket, you know.
Right.
Got there at 3 a.m., got the ticket at 7 a.m. in the cold. And my mom came with me again. We waited, you know, another bunch of hours in line. And, you know, I did go pretty far. You know, I made it to, like, just before the top 30 out of 240,000.
Oh,
and I got to
nice.
sing in front of Simon a lot, you know. So he's not mean. He's honest.
Well, I've heard that ever since he had a baby, he's become a softie.
You know, this was in 2011, so I don't know. But, like, I think the problem is too many people's parents tell them they're great. You know, it's like the participation trophy kids. You know,
Right.
It's like, so they go in there thinking they're hot, and it's like, there's a $5 million contract on the line. What are you joking? You know?
Well, I mean, I think that's, my mom's always said, oh, you're so great at what you do. I'm like, you know, Mom, I love you for that.
Yeah.
And I love that you're, like, my #1 fan. But them people over there, they don't think the same. Like, that's the truth, Mom.
Yeah, you know, Mom's got that love that's just unconditional. Hi, Mom. My mom certainly does. My mom certainly. I have like a TV mother. You know, show up, she's gonna make you all sandwiches and make sure you have something to drink, and very welcoming.
Awesome. So where are you hoping all this goes?
Just further. You know, I'm getting there. I don't think that I've got an end to my journey.
Mm-hmm.
I just I'd like to continue to make a living. I've sang for my supper for a very long time, and I'd like to continue to do that. And I just want people. I want that moment where I've got 10,000 people singing my song back to me. I haven't had that moment yet. I've had 8,000 people singing it back to me, but I want the big one. You know, I think that's just that pivotal moment when you know you've gotten something real special.
Right. So will you do a song for us?
I'll do as many as you want.
All right. Tell us about the song you're gonna do for us.
Tell you what, let's do Black and Blue.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good.